Hello, everybody.
Hi.
How is everyone today?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, how are you, Jessica?
Oh, I'm great. I feel fantastic. I actually feel better. For our listeners out there, I had to go and spend the day at the endoscopy clinic because I was getting a gastroscopy, whatever, and a colonoscopy. And I actually feel better now that it's done than I did leading up to it because that drink is disgusting and not eating sucks and peeing poop is not a comfortable feeling. So these are all not great things. But I'm actually feeling I'm tired. I will admit I'm tired. But other than that, I feel all right.
Good.
You feel like empty, like lighter?
No, I ate a Big Mac like the minute I was done. Ran right through the drive-through. I felt lighter leading up to it for sure. I was like, man, I lost like 10 pounds. Maybe I should keep this going. And I was like, no, that's the eating disorder talking.
Yeah, I know.
Big Mac.
No. Every time I get ill, like back in the day when I used to get ill, I don't anymore.
It's been like 3 weeks.
No, it's been more, and we know it.
I think it's been like
I've been sick more often.
But every time, like, I would like when I get the stomach flu and whatever, I'd be like, oh my god, I lost 10 pounds. I'm just gonna stay on this like water diet. This is amazing. But that again is the eating disorder, and I'm like, no, I have to eat at least something. Like, damn it.
I can't not eat when I'm sick. I'm like, I need to like comfort. I just need to eat chocolate, McDonald's, anything deep fried. I'm like, I need that sort of like internal hug. I wasn't loved as a child, so I need I fill the void. Yeah. I fill the void with like food. It took me like 30 years to develop this sort of filling voidness, but whatever.
This is why I drink so much like diet soda, because it gives me the same like full feeling. And so like for me, I drink like 6 a day. It's not healthy or anything, but I mean it could be a worse spice. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm nice and bloated. Like, yeah, my organs are squished. This feels great.
So, Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, because of my colonoscopy and stuff, I cannot drink alcohol. So I am just drinking diet soda. But it doesn't have to be a clear soda. It can be dark. So yay.
Yay.
Oh, I did want to say about it. So me and Sonia are part of the hernia club. High five. Woo! So found that out, and which might be why I burp so much.
Yeah, because it's pushing. Yeah.
Because I burp like drinking water. Like I was literally on the way to the endoscopy clinic having not drank anything in 4 hours and not eaten anything in like 2 days, was burping. And so, yeah. So, that might be a reason. And then my colon looks pretty clear, although they did take some biopsies.
Always,
Yeah. So
always.
they but they think it's IBS. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I can use that as an excuse anytime I get irritated with someone. I'll just be like, you're irritating my bowel. I need to leave.
You're upsetting my IBS.
Yeah, like, man, I'm real irritated right now, if you know what I mean. I need to find a bathroom. But yeah, so a good all around, nothing bad. And I was awake during it. It was a little uncomfortable in the inserting and the outserting, but once they're like deep in there, you don't really feel it.
Why were you awake?
Because there wasn't an anesthesiologist. So they gave me like drugs through an IV, but I was like awake. But it was great. It was great because they actually rolled me so I could face the cameras, like the monitors. So I could see the inside of my bowel and what they were like pulling at and stuff. And they were like describing, they're like, oh yeah, this is where your small intestine starts and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Did you get to keep a video?
No,
That's what I
unfortunately.
asked.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to keep a video,
They
but
never let you keep a video. Like,
and I'm like, it's my bowels.
yeah,
you know?
like, can I get a copy sent to my email?
Yeah, like, let me bring my cell phone inside. I'll just copy the monitor. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But no, there wasn't any pockets in the road.
Oh,
you know?
I got knocked out.
Yeah,
They
some
get-
people do. Some people do. They said I might be knocked out. They like when I was getting the appointment, it's basically whether or not they have an anesthesiologist on duty and whether or not they feel it medically necessary. So older people, they put under more often because they need them super still or because it's easier to perforate shit when
Mhm.
you're old. But because I'm young and healthy, according to them,
If you said you had
Uh,
anxiety, they would have put you under right away. They would have been like,
they
yeah, no.
they asked me if I wanted more drugs. They did. They gave me a dose based on the fact that I smoke an incredible amount of weed and like fentanyl stuff, you know. And
Yeah.
they were like, if you need more, let us know. And I was like, I didn't know I could watch. I want to be awake for this. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know this was an option. Like if this was an option, like I love watching medical. I don't know. Is this like a weird? I love watching medical stuff happen to me. Like I
No,
watched.
I think a lot of people like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a-
Like I had the mirror when I gave birth and stuff, so I could watch that. You know, like that kind of thing. I just
didn't-
feel like I need to watch. Same with like when they're
they
pu-
didn't
about
do
to take
that for me
blood.
for like when I gave birth. They grabbed my hand and shoved it like where like Caleb's head. not
That's
Caleb,
why
Nick.
yeah, I was like, no. They're like, you want to feel? I said no, and they
Oh,
grabbed
I
my
felt
hand.
too.
So gross.
Nah,
They
I
didn't
love-
even
No.
ask me. They just grabbed my hand. There was no like asking at all. They're like, oh look,
Because you
feel
get it was
this.
St. Joe's, right?
Yeah.
Fucking St. Joe's. Like,
Like I said, I got my not my I had my what's it called, this stretch and sweep against my
yeah.
will too. So
I had that done against my will at a checkup. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
they
Fuck
don't.
you.
Back in the day, they didn't do consent.
I'm
Fuck you,
sure they
Dr.
still
Ellis.
don't.
That stupid
I was a
bitch.
doula once and I saw like my client be violated by the doctor and it's like
Yeah.
you didn't ask. Fucking dick.
No.
Dr.
but-
Ellis was my doctor too,
She
and
was-
that's what we found, like the cancer. And my cancer doctor, Dr. Keller, she did all the work, but like Dr. Ellis was there because I had a baby, and like Dr. Ellis like took all the fucking credit of like my cancer doctor. She's like, oh, we did this, but she was just there just in case like something happened to the baby, and they weren't able to remove the tumor because the baby was in the way. But like
Mm.
my cancer doctor would have been like, yeah, I wouldn't touched it. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
so, but she's just like, oh, I made sure you were safe. And I was like, what? I wouldn't have been safe to begin with. Like,
another doctor? Like
but she was like so like, I don't know, just so
the me show, yeah.
yeah, everything was about her.
Mm-hmm.
And but then like the second time she wasn't in with me because I already gave birth, so it was just my cancer doctor there, and she was like the sweetest person ever. It was like around when SARS started, like
Yeah.
way back when, and she like gave me like this big private room with like nice big TV and stuff because like I wasn't allowed any visitors,
Mm.
and I was still technically a child because I was under 18. I was only 17, so I wasn't in a children's ward though. I was in like with all the
Mhm.
old people, and
Yeah.
she felt so bad for me, and she just like, oh, and then she like ordered me like food to come in, and like I didn't
So
have
nice.
hospital food. I had different food, and then
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they did it at St. Joe's and they didn't take you to Jaravinsky then, like for the oncologist, like to do the surgery.
yeah, I think because she worked out of St. Joe's, like her office was like across the street
Yeah.
from St. Joe's, but like I know before I was at St. Joe's because it was Dr. Ellis was there, like that they did it in the maternity ward, but when I did it with full removal, it was still at St. Joe's. But I love her. I don't even know what she's doing with her life anymore, but Dr. Keller, you're amazing.
What are you drinking, Sonia, by the way?
Sangria.
I'm just drinking water. Tomorrow's things that we're doing. So
It's Halloween, guys. We record ahead of time.
Yeah. Like, I didn't want to risk this, but
we're recording extra ahead of time just because we would like a Christmas holiday. But I did wear Christmas festiveness, so even though you're mentioning the real date, we still have some Christmas here. So
okay.
Christmas
Anyway,
Eve.
tomorrow's trick or treating, and I'll be a busy person. So I was like, I can't drink until tomorrow night when I get back, and I will.
I'm drinking tomorrow.
I'm drinking tomorrow.
Not
Nick is drinking tomorrow. He's gonna be downtown Toronto during the Blue Jays game on Halloween.
Do you think they're gonna win tomorrow?
Either way, it's a zoo. It's gonna be a zoo down there, even if
what
they
I
win
said. I
or
was
they
like,
lose.
Either
Yeah.
way, it's
Well,
gonna
we're
be
doing, like,
madness.
This is gonna be the future. We're gonna see this in a few weeks. Do you
Okay.
think the Blue Jays won
Sure.
the World
You know what?
Series?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like Blue Jays won. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
Those are your predictions, Blue. Do you think
Yeah,
they're gonna
okay.
win on Game 6 or Game 7?
Game 6.
I think Game 7. I think they're gonna win, but I think on Game 7.
So you think they're gonna lose tomorrow, and then on November 1st, I think is the next time, like Game 7-ish.
Yeah.
If they lose. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any
and,
predictions?
I'm just I like to go against the grain, so I'm gonna say they're gonna lose, and I'm saying, yeah, they're gonna
Dodgers?
lose because Toronto chokes. Toronto are known for choking. I think they're gonna.
No, the Leafs are known for choking. Like,
You know what?
The Jays haven't won since '93.
Yeah, I was like, this has been a while for the Jays.
the
too.
Leafs
Come
haven't
on.
won since the 50s. You know why?
67.
The fact that they still have fans,
Yeah, it's insane.
it's like a cult.
It is.
Oh, it is. It is.
Maple Leaf fans are a cult.
They
Like,
are.
They have all their merch, and they're like, no, they're definitely gonna win this year, guys.
So my neighbor, he's a diehard Leafs fan, and we get into it all the time. Because I prefer the Habs. If I'm gonna choose a Canadian team, I'm choosing Montreal. And so he'll just be putting up his Montreal, his Toronto Maple Leafs flag in the window. And that I'm like, you're making the value of this place go down. Can you take the trash out? Stop. And he'll be like, shut up, Frenchie. And we just go back and forth like that. But yeah, he's a diehard fan. He's like, this is our year.
Why are
no,
you like
it's not.
Habs and not the Senate, whatever they are? Ottawa
Senators.
Yeah, why don't you like Ottawa?
They're a newer team. I like one of the first 5 teams. So Toronto, Montreal, Detroit Red Wings. Shit. I know those are the 3. There was 5 original teams.
I thought there was 9.
Nope, 5. 5 OG starting.
Okay,
I know nothing. I'm out.
Hockey. I gotta look. I thought it was 9, but
No,
My
it was-
mom didn't get into hockey until her third husband. So after her third husband, then she was a Maple Leafs fan. And now she has all the gear and everything like that. When I was growing up.
Oh, it's
not
the
so much.
original 6. Sorry, we were both wrong. Okay.
6. Okay.
Boston Bruins, Chicago Blackhawks, Detroit the Red Wings, Montreal Canadiens, New York Rangers, and Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, there's 7 Canadian teams and 25 United States teams.
Yeah, but the original 6 is 2 Canadian and 4 American.
There we go. We learn something every day. Do you want to know your topic today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing you used to believe as a child?
In
Exa-
giants.
You used to believe in giants?
Yeah. I used
Yeah.
to be so scared of giants.
trying to think.
Literally, I think I saw, what was it, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 3? With the giant baby.
Yeah.
And that terrified me. I was like, science is scary, guys.
Science is scary though.
I just remember I would put a glass of water near my window to do the Jurassic Park test.
Yes. Yeah.
So I was I would watch that for giants. It
Whatever
would do the
works.
drop thing if giants were coming to my house. So yeah.
I used to think adults could read my mind, not kids, just adults.
You got to an age and you were a mind reader.
No, yeah, well, just adults could read my mind, not other kids' minds.
Oh, it's
just-
personal.
Just my mind. A little bit of paranoia explains a lot. But yeah, so like I just thought. So like I'd always be like, oh, I need to like think of something else whenever I'm around grown-ups. I'd be like, okay, think of like candy. So I'd focus like for hours on like candy.
Did you have
Like,
trouble like lying to adults? Because
no,
what if
I
they're
don't think so.
reading? Well, because how would like if they could read your mind, they'd know you were lying.
Yeah, maybe. I never really was in situations where I had to lie to adults.
Oh,
So like
what? I had to lie all the time. Oh my god.
you'd have to have adults interested in your life to need to have to lie.
That's true.
You're just like adults have to like pay attention to you in order for you to be worried about lying. But I was never in a situation where I'd had to lie. So it's always like teachers, I thought teachers could like read my mind. I think I like this was like a belief until I was like 7.
Yeah.
And then like one day I just stopped believing.
You just started like thinking all the dirty thoughts. You're like, these fuckers don't know shit.
That's right, yeah. And I don't know why I don't know why I didn't want adults to know what was in my mind. Like I'm a kid, like what fucking things am I thinking about? But it was always just like, okay, like think of candy or like think of shoes, like put those shoes in order, count blocks that you see in the wall. Like it was insane.
Now I'm just imagining like if they did read your mind and they're just hearing all that shit, they're like, man, this kid is crazy.
Fucking crazy. Yeah. Crazy. And like it explains so much now. Like wrong with me. I feel like maybe it's like the introductory to OCD. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know if there's
Yeah,
enough. I don't know if there's enough studies, right? Like how kids' minds are, and then they grow up.
There isn't. There needs to be in a like some respect.
Yeah, so you can understand, like,
but it's
to
hard
get
because
treatment beforehand,
They're
right?
Yeah.
longitudinal studies, so it's really, really hard to be able to like, because you have to start with like a huge pool because you know you're
Yeah.
gonna lose half of them as they get older in the
Mhm.
responses. So
yeah, it'd be
And-
really hard.
And so many people mask too. Like even as a kid, you're like, no, I think normal thoughts. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm normal. And like
or kids do lie
they do.
Oh,
because
they
they
do.
think you want to hear something.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
it's not even like purposeful lying. It's like they think you want to hear something, so they're like, "Yeah, I totally think this weird thing that I know you're looking for." You know, even if they don't. So
Also, like their their imagination is like wild at that time. So like they sometimes like confuse the truth with like
Yeah, they
fiction,
get
like-
their world gets like it's very normal and common. Like a child doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes a child doesn't even know they're lying. Like
Yeah.
they'll believe the world they created in their mind.
Yeah.
At a certain age, if that keeps happening, there's like
then you're pathological and like that's
there's
a
something wrong with you. Or
Yeah.
they're like when you're a liar and you can't help lying, you're a pathological liar. But when
Yeah.
you're not lying, you just don't know the difference between reality and
oh
like,
yeah, that's a
yeah.
whole other yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
usually some form of psychosis.
yeah. So like you don't know until you're older. So but
Yeah.
for if you follow a child, you could be like, oh, like we can figure out what's going on. But
It's like imaginary friends. Having an
Yeah.
imaginary friend when you're like little is completely normal.
Yeah.
Having an imaginary friend when you're older, well, that's likely probably schizophrenia or something.
Yeah.
you know,
or
like there's
PTSD
Yeah,
or
like, there's a
bipolar
lot of
personality. Yeah.
limits there. You know, it's not just like fun
Yeah.
for funsies.
Yeah, hallucinations aren't just schizophrenia. Like a lot of people
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they are. I know you know, but like a lot of people think if you're seeing things or hearing things, you're automatically schizophrenic, but that's really not it. Like there's so many
any
things.
form of psychosis,
Any.
postpartum psychosis, that kind of stuff can all
Yeah.
lead to
You're tired.
hallucinations.
Like that's
Drugs.
mhm.
Yeah.
Drug overdose. Like if you have the flu and your fever's too high,
Yeah.
there's a million things that can lead to a
You
hallucination.
ate something funny.
Lack of oxygen.
Yeah. Being too cold, like
Mhm.
anything, like can
Being too hot.
Too
Like yeah.
dehydrated. Yeah.
It's
So
there's just like TV, like that's the problem. Like TV doesn't like portray disorders correctly. So then the only exposure the population has is what they see on TV. So then they're like, oh, you know, you have schizophrenia.
That's one reason I loved Degrassi. In Degrassi, The Next Generation, the one kid has bipolar, but they show him in a bipolar like psychosis, like he's having hallucinations and he's losing it, and then they don't give him like he doesn't have a diagnosis yet, and they don't give him a schizophrenic diagnosis, which probably would have been the traditional to do on TV. He got diagnosed bipolar, and then they talk about how like his dad was bipolar or something because he was like adopted or some stuff, and so they talk about the genetic component. But yeah, I was like, oh, this is a different take versus just like someone getting mad and then getting sad and whatever
all in the same day, but that's not really what it is. Like oh well.
Yeah,
don't get your diagnosis from TV.
please don't. I used to believe I could control the wind.
That's fun.
Yeah, I used to like stand outside and be like, I wasn't even watching anime, so like this was like a completely original thought. And I was just like, and like I would always go out on windy days, and I would always be like, you know, like it's because like the wind needs to be like calmed down, like it needs to be controlled. And then I'd go out and I'd be like, and I would just go which way the wind is blowing, but I'm like, no, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? That's that kid thing. I was, you know, like I feel the wind going this way, so I'm pushing this way, and it's like, no, the wind's going this way because of me. It's like that's like a knowledge. Yeah, so I could control and I would like show people. I should have this.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Like other kids.
Yeah.
I probably would have been like grade 3, and my next door neighbors were like in grade like 1 and 2, and I'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, whoa. I'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, blow it to me. And I'd be like, okay. And the wind would kind of move, you know, because it's a windy day. And they're like, whoa, it's hitting me. I can feel it.
That's cute.
Yeah. Our backyard's attached. So it was just like a little fence in between. So we'd play that way. But yeah, they would watch me control the wind.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's fun.
I thought for like a hot minute I was adopted. Because
to this day I still think I'm adopted, but I know I'm not. But like, so you know, it's fine.
It's a conspiracy, even ancestry's involved.
Because because like when you watch TV, you see like typical family, like traditional families. I did not have that. I had a mom and a grandma and brothers I didn't really know, and I was just like, that's suspicious. Like I didn't trust anyone. And then later on, obviously I grew up and I was like, no, my mom was way too fucking poor. There was no way, either that or she kidnapped me. But like there was no adoption. There was no. But yeah, I always thought I was adopted. I was like, we're different. There's nothing I'm alike of her, which I am identical to my mother.
Yeah, I'm like, you look so much like your mom now. Like as an adult, you look so much like your mom. Yeah,
I know. But like back then, when I was a kid, I thought I was nothing like my parents. I didn't even know my father really, not much, and like knew nothing about like my like extended family either. So I was like, I think I'm adopted.
But a fair belief.
Yeah, I think a lot of kids think that.
Or they hope.
Or they hope.
I wish I was adopted. My real family's out there somewhere. I never wanted to be like, I never thought I'd have like different parents out there. I knew my family was my family. Like, I was like, oh, maybe one day my real family will come. I never thought that.
I used to hope, like Harry Potter came out, and I'd be like, maybe I'll get a letter and I'll be able to leave. Like, I don't need new parents. I just need to get the fuck away from these ones. You know? Like, it was just like, I was hoping someone else would just take me.
Like, kidnap you?
If they want.
Just fucking take you away.
She's like, a new family just picks her up. It's like, you're ours now. And she's like, yes.
Woo! Yeah, I tried being like cute. I had like long blonde hair and I was like the rosy cheeks, but no one.
I've been almost abducted several times in my life. Like once,
lucky.
I'm kidding. Once when I was like 3, some woman actually took me, but they found me. And then when I was like 6, I used to go to this old man's house all the time, and he would like, oh, just stay. And I never did. But he like was so sweet. Like he made me like cookies, and he told me about like Anne Frank and stuff.
Maybe he was grooming you. He's like, this is the way she'll think I'm safe. Okay, let's talk about Anne Frank.
Yeah,
You know,
I was 6.
That's a safe topic.
I was 6. And then like he showed me how to like cut roses. Like he was just really sweet. I went like every day to his house, and he's always asked me to stay. And I didn't.
Well, that's good. That's good. You made a good choice.
And then one time I was with Dawn Marie, and this woman like tried to like get us to go in her backyard to like come into her house. She's like, "Oh, come in." Remember? Like we were walking down Roxborough, I don't know, from the Kenilworth Library, and she's like, "Come in, come in. Like I have cookies." And we're like, no. But like we were.
Do you know how many times we got stopped and like went into random people's backyards? Okay. Do you remember the kid with the pool? There was one kid who, like, I think his parents were divorced because it was only the dad there. And he had an underground pool, like an actual, and that was
underground pool. Yeah,
that was a big thing for us, right?
yeah.
Like, we're like, oh my god, this kid's rich. No, it was just a single divorced dad. And, like, he only had his kid on the weekends. But like every time we'd walk by, we're like, hey, and he's like, come swim. And we're like, okay.
Even when the kid wasn't there.
Yeah. And then like my mom, like I was like, oh, they're having a party over. I need my bathing suit. My mom's like, yeah. Like my mom didn't even know these people. She's like, okay, have fun, bye.
Yeah.
I got sunburned. I remember laying on the deck there and like I didn't know. I was
they
supposed
live
to have
across the
sunscreen.
street from the convenience store.
Yeah. And my mom, like, she didn't send me with no sunscreen. I don't know. I didn't know what I was supposed to put it on. And then I guess the single dad's new girlfriend, she's seen me and she's like, sweetie, you need to cover up. Like, you are red. I was like, I'm okay.
And then, like, and the kid wasn't there. It was weird that they had all these kids over. Yeah. And I almost really got abducted when I was 12, when like some man tried to pick me up and take me away.
Yes,
classic abduction.
But it was a classic, actual. I knew for certain I was about to get abducted.
And that's the least likely abduction, is a strange man grabbing you. Like statistically, that's the least likely way you're gonna be abducted. But that's the first one we all think about when we think.
Yeah, no.
Abduction.
All the other abductions are like I went willingly into these people's houses.
Yeah, that's how they get you. That's how sex
likely.
trafficking starts too. It's like the guy's dating you or a group of friends or something like that, and then they take you on trips and blah blah. They don't just like kidnap you, fill you with drugs, and make you a sex traffic. That's not how that works.
They just lull you into like
false
security.
Make you think it's your idea.
Oh,
you need some
another
money?
one. I went to another woman's house twice in a year. Like 2 times this happened. One year, I spent a week at this woman's house, and then the following year, I spent another week at this woman's house. Like it was when I was 8 and when I was 9. And then like one year, that's when I had the really bad sunburn, and Dawn Marie's like the door was locked. So Dawn Marie's like crawling through some vents.
Oh, yes, at my house. Okay, so
yes.
Sonia slept over at my house and she locked the door, and my nanny didn't like the doors locked because in case of a fire, which that's exactly what she told me. She woke me up in the middle of the night, my nanny, and she's like, wake up, Sonia's door is locked. There could be a fire. Not like there wasn't, but she's like, there could be. And so I had to crawl through this fucking vent to go from my room to the next room and crawl through.
And like I was so sunburned, my brain was like so out of it. Like no adult in my life is like, Sonia, maybe you need to go to the doctors. It was just like, hey, whatever. But Tommy's like, you gotta wake up, Sonia. She's like stuck in these vents. And she's like, Sonia, wake up. I'm like, ugh.
I would think I'm hallucinating.
I think she was at it for like 20 minutes. Like it had to have been for a while. Like but like it's just a wild ride, our childhood.
I was like, my nanny, that's what she let me go through the vent. Like
if there was a real fire, you would have been fucked.
I know.
You were stuck
a fire. Go get her. I was like,
She's just trying to be proactive. Like,
it was so fucked up.
And I don't even know how the door got locked. We never really locked the doors to begin with.
No, somehow you did it. I don't know.
you were just so out of it.
I
you're
don't
just
know, like there's so many times I just go with strangers to like Stranger Things, and like thank goodness nothing absolutely terrible has happened to me, except for that one time where I was like almost abducted for real. But like
that one time.
yeah, but like it's just crazy. Stupid kids are so stupid. My kids aren't allowed to leave the house. I just decided they're like young adults now. I'm like, they're not allowed to leave the house.
They haven't left
outside
that
is
house much.
scary.
What the
They
fuck?
don't though. Yeah, they don't.
well, yeah, like my oldest, I'm like, he's not gonna get abducted. I gotta make sure he doesn't do the abducting, you know? When you have a straight white male in your home, you gotta like teach them, especially when they're like tall and 6 feet. I'm like, remember, you look scary. Like just off the bat. I'm sorry, man. That's just so you gotta come in extra
Gentle.
yeah, extra nice. You gotta let people know you're not a threat.
Not a threat.
Just understand.
Yeah,
you
no, with
like
Nick,
a bear
I'm-
coming. If you see a bear in the woods, you know, you're like, ah.
Yeah, no, with Nick, I'm like, okay, you can't get arrested. You can't get stabbed. You can't like stay out of hospitals, jails, and the news. That's all I want. Like those 3 things. Stay out of those and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go in old men's backyards. And then go in their house.
You know, if he does that, whatever. I don't, you know, like he's 19 now.
You'll learn about Anne Frank and like how to butter toast properly. This man obviously had autism because like he's like showing me how to butter toast. I'm like, I'm buttering it. He's like, no, you have to butter it this way. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm doing it the exact same way you're doing it. Like, is that
Clearly you weren't, or else you would have appeased him.
I was 6.
You were just like swiping it, and he's like, "No, you have to go from corner to corner."
He's
And
like,
you're
he's like, don't touch the middle. You'll do the middle on its own. And I'm like trying. I think looking back, I'm pretty sure it's because I'm left-handed and he's right-handed. So maybe left-handed, it doesn't go the right way.
Maybe he saw that you were left-handed and he was just really religious and he's like, I have to save this child from the
Demon.
devil.
Yes, it's probably
witch.
So that's why he's like, I'll have her like butter toast and maybe
Yeah, we buttered a lot of toast.
Yeah,
toast. It was really weird.
he wasn't gonna have you write down things. You were 6. So what's a 6-year-old activity we can like work on with hand dexterity?
And I've
Buttering toast?
never seen his family. I was there so much. Like out of 3 months, I was there like every day, and he always kept asking me to stay.
Maybe he didn't have family. So that's
Maybe.
why he
Well,
was
then-
trying to get you to stay. He's like,
Like
"Be my
one
family."
day, I went to his house and he wasn't there, and then I never went anymore. It ruined my routine. Oh,
Well, that's good. That's good. Who knows at what point he
I would have had
forced you
a
to
new
stay.
family. Oh,
That'd be a good like horror movie.
you go in buttering toast.
Well, like a
I've never
6-year-old
seen it
girl
go-
just walks into a man's house, you know, and he seems all nice, and she keeps coming back. One day he's not there, and then the next day he is there. She walks by, and then he goes, "Aren't you gonna come in?" And then, you know,
It's murder.
it gets scary. I don't know.
No, he was never alive to begin with. Obviously, are you not following?
It's a ghost man.
It was all an illusion. Like, jeez.
Really, she was mourning a father she never had.
Yeah.
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 I
don't
had
know.
a dad a year before that.
That's all making sense. It was all a freaking hallucination.
Hallucinations. Yeah. Went to the stranger danger.
Childhood trauma. Just,
Something I believed when I was younger.
I believed in a little bit of ghosts. I thought my dad came to. We talked about this on another episode before, where like I see things sometimes, and one time I thought it was like my dad, and Chucky. So like, so you know they're friends.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
I think I used to believe in like ghosts and stuff. I went through like a
Yeah.
period where it's like, you're indoctrinated into religion a little bit. And then by the age of like 9, I was like, this doesn't make sense. And so I kind of started leaving the religion track and going to the paranormal track, 11, 12, 13,
That
14,
I feel like that is a
Wiccan.
normal, yes. That is like a normal path to take.
Yeah, paranormal stuff. I'm
Yeah.
watching The Craft, light as a
Yeah.
feather, stiff as a
Just
board.
bored.
And I'm going through that period. So it's like, yeah, like I went through a period where I believed in like the God to ghosts, and now I'm at the period
thing.
where I'm not. I'm
He
like,
is the
eh.
Holy Spirit. Spirits are ghosts. I mean, it's a normal transition there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Santa.
like I'm not religious. Let me burn my candles and say a prayer. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm
The
burning
nature
sage
god.
instead, but like whatever.
I need
totally
a
love those.
specific colored candle for this spell. Okay, like
What's
hold
my
on.
sage?
I used to be like more pagan, Wiccan,
Mhm.
up until I was like 20, and but I didn't believe in spells. Like I believed in like the energy you put out is energy you get back, but like there was like always like all the Wiccan, like you go look for like a community and they're always like, oh, the spells and stuff. I was like, I don't believe in fucking spells. Like, is there like a Wiccan community that like is just all about loving nature and like not the spells? Like the rituals and stuff are fine, but I don't think I'm gonna get money, like doing
Oh,
a ritual. Yeah. So like, but there wasn't. So I was like,
My dad. Okay, so the only time I ever had computer use was at my dad's every other weekend, and I always played like the weirdest games and stuff because of my dad, because he just never censored anything. So if he got a game, I got to play it. And he ended up, I think for like my 12th birthday or something, giving me this like burnt CD-ROM that he got. And he hands it to me, and I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "Oh, it's a Wiccan book." I'm like, "You got me." It's a disc, because this ain't a book. I put it in, and sure as shit, it's like a parchment paper looking book, and it's like a Wiccan, and you click, and the pages flip, and there'd be like spells and stuff. And this is like the 2001, okay? And you like flip it, and I was like, this is so cool. And then I'd like take those spells and write them down on paper, because I wasn't gonna like look at this
Yeah.
thing while I'm doing it. Just write the ones that are important. Yeah, that was how I started, I think. I was like, whoa, Wiccan's gone digital.
They're so cool.
Other things that
Yeah,
we...
I can't think of what I used to think.
I used to believe that you work hard, you get stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
You
feel
needed-
like that's the
you
energy
needed
you
college.
put out
Yeah.
that you get back, but that's never how it works.
Yeah. Like
unfortunately.
I'm like, maybe I'm not the best person, but I'm not a garbage human. And I'm like, okay, like the energy I put in, maybe, good things will happen. Like right now in my life, it's like I'm at rock bottom and then it has a basement. Like
Those rocks are tumbling off the cliff.
yes, like I'm like, wait a second, like maybe I should be an asshole, but that's not like in me to be an asshole. I'm like, okay, what is what it is. But like I used to believe like, oh, maybe things will be okay if you put out this energy.
Well, and then being
It
an
hasn't come back
asshole,
yet.
being an asshole wouldn't make your situation better either.
No, I don't think it would. No.
It's like it just how you are isn't necessarily relevant to certain things.
Yeah.
Like, you might have like, at least for those that don't know, Sonia has to go back to New Brunswick for a few months. But because you're nice, the relationships you've built there, it's like
Yeah, it's
so
not going to
bad.
be terrible. I'll still be able to maybe visit people and stuff.
Exactly. If you were an asshole, you'd probably go back and no one would want to see you.
Yeah. It could be worse.
It could be worse, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be worse. Yeah.
No, I like capitalism is good. That's I thought, yeah, that's how businesses work. You accumulate profit, and then you have all this money, and then you get to be rich, right? And it's like, no,
Yeah, but you have to
you're
sip on people's
stealing
backs.
from the workers.
Yeah.
Like you're stealing their labor. It's like, oh, Well, then I won't be a worker, but you're always going to be a worker.
Always working for
Always.
somebody. Get that cash money, yo.
Yeah. And like Dawn, you were saying like going to college.
Yeah.
That's just one of the steps.
Yeah, like I was always told, like, no, you need to go to college and then you'll get a job right off the gate, like right away. As soon as you like get that diploma in your hand, you are on the job force. And I'm like, okay, no. Like my worst experience, I would have to say for college. So I went for business office admin. I went for a bunch of shit. And so one of the things was, okay, well then you need to do co-op internship things. But it's for an extra $3,000. I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. Once I get this diploma, I'll just have so many job interviews. It won't even fucking matter. No, I should have done the 3,000. Yeah, because I had no job experience. I didn't make any of those connections. Nothing, right? So every interview I flunked. It was like, no.
You know how many connections I've made in my life and I'm now jobless? Like, it doesn't matter.
It's really like a hit and miss. Like
it is,
yeah, because it's like I getting pregnant in high school, I was like, I can't be a statistic. I have to go. I have to graduate post-secondary now, even more motivated. And then of course when I graduated, I didn't even like, what was I gonna do with a sociology degree? Like,
teach sociology.
There's like so many things that you can go in, but most of them require additional schooling or a master's.
It's literally a base. It's
it's like
that you have to build up on.
And like I have my applied behavioral analysis from Mohawk, and it's like I don't want to work with special needs kids. No offense. As a single mom, not what I want to do right now is work with other people's kids. I'm already struggling with mine. Thank you. So I was like, fuck, what do I do? And I got random jobs everywhere because you're just floating, seeing wherever is hiring, and just at least getting some job experience. At least not being like, I've been unemployed for so long. But now I have been unemployed for so long, technically. So I always have to like be like, I do music and I've had this. And it's always like, so I try to like bluff it a little. So it's like with our podcasts, listeners out there, we are content developers. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not just podcast host, but podcast producer. Thank you.
Manager, social media advocate, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you just gotta just pump it up because school is not enough.
No, you need the experience, and it's not just that, but you need to know people. Like, it's all about who you fucking know to get you in that door. If you make a special relationship with people, they'll be like, most likely choose you than a stranger. Even if they are more qualified, they're like,
my kid's therapist offered me a job. We're talking about connections. My kid got a new therapist, and she's like, you look so familiar. I don't know this woman. She doesn't know me. But then we're leaving, and then she's like, oh, like, you should apply. We're hiring to be like a therapist. And I'm like, I'm leaving for a couple months.
That sucks.
But she's like, oh, like, when you get back. But like, it is all about like who you meet and who you talk to.
Yeah.
It really is.
I hate talking to people.
I make so many connections. It's like I collect them like Pokemon. Like I've said this before, but like I have this trick with networking, especially if I'm in a network setting where everyone's kind of networking, is like I'll take information about one person during the conversation, and then when I go to the next person, I mention that first person and what I know about them. But like, oh, did you hear so and so in his podcast about so and so? And they'll be like, oh no, I didn't, or oh yes, I did. And then we're talking about someone else instead of like me. And then I'll take information from that person and go to the next person. So I'm never actually talking about me until people are asking about me because they hear me talking about so many other people. So it makes me seem like it's like the reverse psychology of it. It's like, I also do a podcast, but no, let's talk about like I'm hyping up these people. They're like, yeah, but let's hear about your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little networking
I
strategy
hate
there.
it. I hate networking. I hate, though, as much as I hate it, I'm like a magnet for people, and it weirds me the fuck out. Everywhere I go, people like approach me all the time. Like, you guys know, you guys have been with me
Oh, we know.
and witnessed this. Like, I'm not just making it up, but I'm like,
I don't like growing up. You had like all these friends, like always.
I don't know how. I try to repel people away from me, okay? I asked to take my Kindle to Thanksgiving. I don't want to fucking associate with people, and yet
I think that's what it is. It's like the hard to get. It's like people like, because you don't want to be their friend, they're more inclined to like want to make you their friend to feel special.
Tell them to stop.
I mean, I was your friend before Sonia's friend. So it's you just collect us, and then Sonia steals the ones she likes.
Yeah, she does. Like, recently, she stole my other friend, like, that I met from.
You like vet them out. That's fine.
Okay,
like,
it's because she'll meet up with me while I'm already with these other people, and then she like squeezes in on this, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Sonia, by the way.
Well,
come be my friend."
Like, not the bad ones, only the good ones.
Well, yeah, only the good ones.
Yeah, I like meet your friends and like don't be friends with those people anymore. But then like just the bad ones.
Just the bad ones. I'm glad I made the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like Dawn has people flock to her, but sometimes they're like not good people. They're just
try
like
not to like have those people though either.
No,
like,
I know, but they mask, and since I don't know, I can just sniff it out. I got a big nose. I just like you're a garbage human. Like I can tell.
There's not too many of that.
No, there's not. But
I don't like getting close to people anyway. Like that's not what I want to do. Like I hold people like arm's length. I'm like,
it's true. Me and Dawn live in the same city and see each other like 5 times a year.
Yeah, and you're one of my close friends. Like
I know.
Like Sonia's been only in my house once since she moved down here. Once, and she's been down here since June.
Well, I'm going back. So what do you want from me?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying. I know
we had so many plans. I'm like, now that I'm back, blah 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 blah.
It's fine. It's not permanent. You're gonna come back to us.
I'm gonna come back. Yeah. It's just like
think house selling thoughts.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to like advertise your house here? We can put a little.
No.
Oh.
I don't want strangers on the internet to come see me when I'm.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true. That's true.
Are you gonna work? Like, are you gonna work on the house when you're down there?
There's nothing to be worked on. What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, are you gonna like make it sellable? I don't know. Like,
so the stuff that needs to be done that we tell people about is stuff you need a contractor for. Like, I can't do any of it. And like, I don't know what's wrong with these realtors. Like, I'm like, okay, like they need to know before they go look at the house that it needs the basement it's a problem. And like every single time we've had the house looked at, the feedback has always been it needs work. But like that going in, you're supposed to know that going in, right? So like the basement is like we got bamboozled. We talked about this previous episode where like we were lied to, like we were told a problem was fixed, but it was a entirely different problem. And you can't sue people for that. You can, but you need money first.
Yeah.
And you're not guaranteed to get money back.
Yeah.
So like it's really shitty situation. And like we're gonna lose like $100,000. Like
crazy.
Which especially when it costs like $800,000 to build a house. Like, so it's like, it's fine. It's stressful. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm balding more than usual, but like,
so if you want to follow our Patreon, you can join as low as $2 or as high as $20, or just follow for free. It helps.
Follow for funsies.
Tell your friends to listen to our podcast. If you own a small business and want to talk a little sponsorship deal, help Sonia be housed.
be on. It's like a GoFundMe, but podcasting.
You're the only homeless person I know that owns a home.
So fucking crazy. Like you're like, what do you mean you're home? I'm like, well, like I'm not homeless. I'm just displaced. Like I have somewhere to stay. Like my kids are in a safe spot. Like my kids sleep inside. It's just like I sleep outside. And like my like computer stuff is on like a 3-season porch. So like it's just like I'm not homeless. Like I have somewhere to be. I'm just a guest. Like it's just like being a guest somewhere, which I feel like a lot of like people are sometimes. Like I know people who have to live with like their family members because they get fucked over.
That's gonna be a norm, and I hate it because I can't. I have to live by myself.
Yeah, like I don't have anywhere.
We'll have
else
our
to go.
commune one day.
I got the land.
That day might come soon that we'll need to do it. We'll be like, guys, we gotta pull our resources. It's happening.
Yeah, so you can legally have 3 houses on one property. You just need them to be smaller than the original house. So, for square foot. So if you ever want to build a house.
Well, we have less children than you, so it would make sense to have a
smaller house. Yeah, but legally you can. Like I don't know why people aren't allowed to have their own property anymore. They have to share with their family. There's no family dream of owning
pretty
your own
much
land.
And we won't be able to go to retirement homes or any nursing homes or anything like that. So I feel like if we all live in the same area, like land, we could like hire like a nurse to take care of all of
yes
that.
I honestly like I thought about it and I was like, hey shit, if Ford like really does like go through with Bill 60 and stuff and like shit gets fucked up and I get screwed for my rent, I was gonna be like, hey, we gotta go Canadian Tire, buy a tent and then park up on Sonia's land because that's what's happening.
Yeah,
it's like I'm about to live with you. We're gonna be homeless together.
We could be tree people. Oh man, yeah, Doug Ford is and it's just I don't understand. Like he's so good at being a politician, not his job part, but like getting people to follow him and think he's like this great guy. Like,
and they blame all the problems. Even like, Ford's been in charge for like over 8 years now.
Yeah,
like. But they still blame the problems that are provincial on the federal government. It's like, why do you think things have been getting worse for the past decade? Why?
You're blaming the wrong people.
If Ford is so great, how is he not making things better then?
It's not even the same person. They're blaming the parties. They're blaming the Liberal Party. They're just like, it's always the Liberals that's been in. It's like, no, they're in federally. Our problems that you're talking about are provincial, which is Ford and the Conservatives. But yeah. I've heard it all.
Oh my god. It's like the logic doesn't even make sense because it's like even if it was the Liberal government causing our problems, why isn't Ford good enough to combat those then? He's had almost he's had like a decade to do it.
And then you have people that are mad at him and saying he's a liberal. And I'm like, he's not a liberal. Like what? There's people that are saying he's not conservative enough. And I'm like,
Nazis.
Stop it.
I'm like, what? Because he's not a Nazi? Like, he's
not fascist enough? Yeah.
Yeah, like, he didn't go
maple
full-fledged.
syrup mega.
Yeah. Like, he's not PP. So, like, oh my God. And he's getting worse. PP, like, did you hear about him complaining about the RCMP and all that? And then, now he has to backpedal. Because he's like, shit, he did the one thing you can't do as a conservative, and that's shit talk cops. You can't do that. You gotta back that blue. Yeah, you gotta back them. And he didn't. And now he's like, his own party's like a little mad at him.
Good. How does he still have a job?
No. Okay, so he stole someone else's seat, essentially.
Yeah. But there was like 200 people in his riding. Did he win?
Yeah, he won, the new riding, the one that he stole from his other buddy.
Yeah, they had like the new thing where anybody can be on the ballot.
Yeah, and there was
win?
like yeah.
How did he win?
Probably the name people recognized. Sometimes people literally vote that way.
Yeah. What
it's
crazy.
right?
Yeah,
It's
so he's
so
back
crazy.
into the House of Commons. But like he doesn't really talk much.
Because he got booed. Like the reason people didn't vote for him is because he talked too much shit.
Oh no, he still is, but he's going on private podcasts and stuff to do it. That's why he got in shit about the RCMP thing, is because he went on a private bro podcast somewhere and he was bitching hard and saying that Justin Trudeau should have been arrested for the convoy thing for stopping it. And which by the way took like what, a month? That's a long, like, okay, I'm not even gonna get into that anyway. But he went on a podcast and he was bitching and saying that Justin Trudeau should have been arrested, which wasn't the worst part. He blamed the RCMP, and that's what pissed off his party, because like you can't blame the police. They vote for you. You can't blame them.
Doing their job.
Yeah,
they do what they're told.
Yeah, and he shouldn't have said that. So because like most cops vote conservative, and now he like pissed them off.
I don't think there's a cop that doesn't vote conservative.
Yeah, if you're still a cop at this point, yeah.
So he
You're
pissed
voting
off his voter
conservative.
base essentially. So yeah, that's his problem. Fuck that guy.
So I guess how the government works is another thing I used to believe as a child, that they actually
I knew that
for
shit.
your better interests. There's trying. The party system works, you know.
No, I knew right from an early fucking age.
You're like a 5-year-old. You're like, we need to just burn down the system and rebuild it.
No, but I would like listen to my mom cry. Like there was a time when welfare would include your child tax. At the time it was called baby bonus.
Yeah.
Or mother's allowance, whatever. They would add that as income, and then they would deduct it from your welfare check. So like at that time that was bad, and like my mom obviously was like,
when I was on Ontario Works, it like they took child tax off, and that was like 21 years ago. And then I think only like 15 years ago they're like, no more clawback. So like it really isn't even that long.
No.
But
it happened. It started like, so before they didn't do it, and then they took it away, which was Mike Harris, guys. That's who did it. That's who said that you had to deduct it. And so my mom cried. Obviously, like she was, she couldn't work. She had me as a like little child. And so I remember like witnessing that. And like at 4 years old, that's a lot of information to like know. So unfortunately, I knew the government sucked ass from an early age when Mulroney was prime minister and Mike Harris was premier.
Yeah. So. Those fun days.
And then it went to Chrétien. It went Mulroney and then Chrétien.
Yeah.
See, I knew that. No 4-year-old should have known that.
Oh my god.
Your
just
pets
break
are
it
like,
up.
Breaking
up my defenses.
It's done.
My defenses.
Do we have any last things that we used to believe when we were younger?
Just like for me, it was like part of like my OCD has always been like, if I don't think bad things will happen. So like I always thought, this is even before I got abducted for reals. So like I'd walk home from a friend's house down the pipeline, and I always was like, okay, if I'm not afraid about being abducted, I'm going to be abducted. So like the whole time walking home, I had to be like afraid or I would be abducted. So like, you know what happened? I let my guard down, and guess what? I was abducted.
Yeah. I was going to ask, were you afraid at that moment?
I wasn't. Because like, no, I wasn't. Because I said hi to the guy. He was standing there, and I said hi. And then he just came running behind me and like attacked me. So like, yeah, no, I wasn't afraid. I was like, hey.
That was your weakness. There you go.
That's right. See, my OCD is like, oh, see, you need to think bad thoughts. So, but it started at a young age. I think I must have been like 10, and like if I don't think this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. So like that's now it's a little bit different. Now it's like, if I don't think bad things about my kids, bad things are gonna happen. It's so much worse now. I liked it better when it was just me. Just
I
like
have more. I have to think of every bad scenario so I can prep for it.
That's what I
Thoughts?
do.
Like that's what I have. Like I don't have
Yeah.
to think of the bad thought. Like I have to think about the bad thought so I can prep for it, and then I don't have to think the bad thought anymore because I'm prepared.
I try not to think about the bad thoughts because I think it's going to put that in the universe. But then also at the same time, I'm like, shit, if something happens to Dave, how am I going to survive? So then I'm mentally prepping, like in my head, okay, so I would have to get the bills organized. I'd have to get a job. I would have to move in with my mother-in-law. I will have to get childcare for Caleb. Like, the list. And then I'm like, shit. So now that I'm thinking that, I now need to write a will. I need to make sure our life insurance is up to date. I need to and then it spirals.
Yeah. So basically, what everyone learned on this episode is we've been crazy since childhood.
yes.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Jumper wants to say hi. Say hi, Jumper.
YouTube.
I love
You
her
wanna see
eyes because it
Jumper.
looks like she's like got that thick eyeliner going around.
Yeah, she's emo. She is emo. She's like she's a crybaby. Yeah, you little crybaby, honey. That's okay.
Aw.
You used to think you were used to be a crybaby when you were little too. Her whole life, she's been a crybaby.
I watched her and her sister. They were crybabies.
They were.
Yeah. I
Now they
had
hate
them
each other.
and like all they fucking did was whine. And I was like, I'll take you for a walk so you don't shit
Didn't
in my
matter.
house.
It
It
didn't
didn't matter. They cried.
They just cried.
And then I had Nicholas sit on the floor and play with them. Didn't fucking matter. They still cried.
They just cried. They were COVID babies. They weren't socialized enough. We got them in New Brunswick where we didn't really have access to a daycare, so they didn't get to go play with other dogs. Also, I'm pretty sure their parents are related, so they're a little crazy.
They're extra purebred.
They are like this just, and it's like the breed too is a little crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's okay. I love
You need
them anyway.
mixed for it to be a somewhat normal dog.
What are you talking about? Neptune is like a Heinz 57, and she is like so broken.
Okay, that one was like the broken one out of the whole litter.
Yeah,
The rest
that's,
are doing okay.
that's not even the one I wanted. But like,
You
what are you gonna do?
said the female, and that was the only female that had the two different
Yes,
eyes.
it was.
The other one was the male.
And he was so fluffy, like. But like, I think if I got that dog, I wouldn't even have Rocket now. And like, Rocket's like my favorite child. So it works out. It works out.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
Okay.
we should mention that we are going to have a variety show coming.
I don't think we are. I was actually going to say this.
Oh, we're
because,
not?
Well,
Okay.
you're moving.
Oh yeah.
You're moving, and it's going to be like a lot for me to film everything again.
Yeah.
And then we have to set up interviews. When are we? What days are we going to set that up? Because you're going to be busy and like all that kind of stuff. Setting all that up. We have to, see if anyone's good. It's going to be a lot, and I don't
Fucking
know if I have the
Sonia.
12
I'm
hours of editing.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just don't know if I have like all the filming
Yeah,
and all that
no.
and the editing all in me. For the
You're-
next
you
few
know
months.
what? That's good. You know what? Yeah.
So
agree. Yeah.
that's why I was gonna suggest we could do an opinionated Lushes like Christmas gaming stream.
Okay. Yeah. We can play that.
I will cut this out. This will be YouTube exclusive. But we could like Phasmophobia usually does like Christmas themed stuff and like other
Okay.
co-op games, and then we could do like a gaming stream.
And then Dawn Marie can cry.
Yeah,
I don't cry in those
Oh, yeah.
games.
Yeah,
my
she
God.
doesn't at all.
Fucking
can't
Phasmo.
she told me she just got Devour. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and then I just played today. I played what was it? Fear of Phantom episode 1, and I won. I just stay at home and I won, and I didn't get abducted or killed.
You should play
Yay.
Mortuary's Assistant.
Okay, fuck. Just let me add it to my wish list. There's so fucking many. And like every day I'll see a new game pop up and I'm like, oh, I want that.
I'm addicted to Steam too. But yeah, so
Stream?
it's
What did
so
you
yeah,
call it?
Stream.
Stream. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll do for Christmas. That way, it's only like a 3-hour thing.
Okay.
We can promote it on all of our channels if we want, and then we can do it via like Twitch if we want to share our chats together, and then I can take all the videos and just cut those together for like a YouTube.
Yeah.
Perfect. This like makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking about, because I was like, I'm already like demotivated doing this like quick edit for a Twilight video. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that this year.
It's been a rough end of the year, I feel. Like
Yeah.
it's just been a little rough. It's okay.
So
Yeah.
so we'll just promote the Patreon, and once we finalize like a date and details, next episode we can promote like the stream or whatever. I can make a little graphic for it and stuff. We can even do like a follower fun thing if we want,
Okay, cool.
make it like 3 hours.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Okay. And if you want to support us, please follow our Patreon. You can follow it for free. We do post free things on there, but you can also join as low as the $2 tier for our pre-drinks episodes, or as high as the $20 tier, where you get a bunch of extra bonuses and we will shout out your name here. Follow our Discord. It's very active. Lots of things going on. You get first dibs on news and stuff, and whatever else. And check out the Can Pod Awards YouTube page, as well as their Instagram. The Canadian Podcast Awards are going to be coming up, and us having been winners from last year for our Outstanding Adult Series, we're hoping for some nominations this year, fingers crossed. But we'll definitely be able to, we'll be announcing the winners for the new Outstanding Adult Series. So definitely follow them, check it out, and you'll find a lot of new awesome Canadian podcasts out there for whatever niche you're into.
Yeah.
So other than that, we'll see you next episode.
See you next episode.
Good night.
Bye.